Okay, you sit by me. No, you. You just said you will. Oh,
She'll have this done in 5 minutes. We gotta do this.
Okay, I met my husband when I was a senior in high school and he was in college. And it's crazy that we didn't meet sooner because we had tons of connections. But I remember sitting in his truck and he turned on my favorite song by my favorite band. And the minute that he said it was his, that was when I knew I was going to marry him. 12 years later, here we are rocking the married life and the parent life. And he's my best friend, and our life together is amazing. However, it hasn't always been this way. We struggled financially and at times romantically. Kids come along, things get hard, and you just fall into the rut of life. Divorce rates are insane at the present time, so it's so important that couples focus on what makes a good relationship flow and how to make it last for the long haul. Couples need to recognize what could potentially be their end, figure out what could help them, work it out, and find ways to keep the relationship fresh and exciting. So first of all, relationships can be destroyed by so many demons out there. John Gottman says there's 4 horsemen: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. Those are the communication styles that can predict the end of a relationship. And these need knowledge, but they also need to be replaced with positive communication habits. Other reasons are infidelity, incompatibility, lack of commitment, conflict, drinking and drug abuse, and growing apart. 33% of people blame their ex. 73% believe they worked hard enough to save the marriage, while 74% believe that their spouse could have worked harder. So in the end, abuse, unwillingness to make the relationship work is why people get a divorce. So to avoid these demons destroying the marriage, couples need to work to strengthen the marriage through building skills. Due diligence to ensure a strong foundation is what keeps a marriage together. The partner needs to have good attitude, communication skills, and solid emotional interest to keep that marriage alive. Relationships need continual maintenance, just like your house needs maintenance. When things go away, focus on the foundation. When things get rough, you go back to that foundation. John Gottman has 7 principles for a solid foundation in a marriage. You have to create a shared meaning within the relationship. You have to overcome gridlock, which are those perpetual problems. You have to solve those solvable problems. When those things get in the way, and people are so quick to throw those away now. You have to let your partner influence you, be on the same team, and consider their thoughts and feelings. And you need to turn towards each other instead of away from each other when things get rough. You have to nurture fondness and admiration and enhance your love maps. Love mapping is the part of the brain which stores the blueprints and the information about your spouse, their likes, their dislikes, their favorites, their stressors, their dreams, their goals. That is the solid foundation. And lastly, you got to keep it exciting. It's not exciting if you just go through the day-to-day life. So you foster emotional intimacy, express positive needs, practice emotional attunement, hold hands, and carve out time for each other. So my husband and I haven't always been great, but we work through it. We love map continually. We're always going back to our foundations. And we recognize what makes a bad relationship, what makes us fail. So we've constantly worked on that. And that's what couples need to do to make it for a long haul. 10 years of marriage and we're still going strong.